Welcome back to another episode of Real Rap Mini. This time it's RWBY Volume 8, Episode 5. I believe this is called, what is this one called again? Shit, I have it right here. I
I
even
forgot to.
Midnight, because it's the midnight hour, and what that means is bad shit is going to happen all over the place, and that's exactly what happened in this episode. Nothing but bad shit.
Everybody's getting clapped next episode,
All
but
right,
this one's just the fucking prelude.
so this episode pretty fucking boring when you think about it. Like that
Not
that
not too
that
much
that first
happening.
60% of the episode fucking dog shit.
I don't know about dog shit. I like that.
So the
Finally got the
episode,
fucking Cinder backstory. Finally,
yeah, a billion years late, nigga.
you're asking for too much, right? Relax.
What?
I'm asking for
Bro,
way
they
too
should have
much.
gave me the Cinder backstory when she got dropped at the bottom of that fucking chasm. We talked about
We
this.
listen. We had this discussion that it has to happen. Or not, it has to happen. But if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it now.
No, we're not.
Because even in volume 5, or in volume 6, if they did it, that's still like a bunch of volumes too late. Because we're introduced to fucking Cinder episode 1.
Well,
We're getting
yeah.
the shit volume 8, volume 6, bro. 6 years into the show, I'm learning finally what, man, you might as well put in a pivotal moment for the character. And I guess this is it. So,
Dog shit.
it's not dog shit. Continue.
It's dog shit. So we get
Not
Cinder's
dog.
backstory, and it's literally the RWBY rendition of Cinderella, where Cinder's an orphan. She's forced to clean floors at her orphanage. She's getting beat up on this fucking farm orphanage by all the shitty little kids. Then she gets adopted by a higher class lady. She's brought to a 5-star or so hotel. We don't know where this is exactly. I guess you can assume that it's like Vale or something. Vale, Mistral, one of those. I don't know. Or maybe it's just off the grid. I don't know. They didn't really like.
If she was telling the truth earlier in the series, then it's probably Mistral.
No, she did say she's from Mistral Academy, right? That was their cover.
That could have been that could have been only their cover though. She could be from fucking anywhere. We don't know.
Right. So it's an undisclosed location. It's a giant 5-star hotel, and well, she thought she was gonna be living better, and it turns out it's just the worst. She's treated like shit. She's being bullied by, uh, I guess her patrons' 2 daughters. Furthering the Cinderella parallel, where it's Cinderella lives with her stepmother and her 2 shitty little daughters. I guess it's exactly the same, huh? Because it would be technically her daughter because you did adopt her.
Yeah.
So yeah, they get through all of that, and she gets there and realizes very quickly that she's going to be treated like shit. They don't really feed her. She's forced to clean floors, and if she disobeys in any way, she gets shock therapy. Except it's not therapy; it's just shock. What you got, Tux? That boy is nothing.
It's not much. I mean, it's self-explanatory. The only thing I can say is that, throughout all this, people seeing her abused, the huntsmen look over and they're like, "Oh man, must suck," and they look back, and it's just like, what are these? I guess it's like, most people say, "You have no place to tell me how to raise my kids." Motherfucker, yes I do. If you beat that motherfucker,
Yeah,
anything is better than
if you're
what you're
doing
doing.
things that can be deemed morally wrong, people can and probably should step in most cases.
But everybody's pussy and Mistral, I guess, so nobody says anything.
Well, it's more so huntsmen don't care about people, and we've seen that numerous times. The Aesops is like the most shining example of how shitty huntsmen are in this universe.
There was the two chuckle fucks from volume 6.
On the train, yeah.
Yeah, those guys absolutely
Those guys literally
terrible.
did it for glory and money. I mean, I guess you could pull a parallel where it's just like, real huntsmen don't actually exist anymore. And you can do the whole society sucks thing where it's like real huntsmen don't exist anymore. Everybody that's in it is just in it for money and fame and gratitude. You help people so they're in debt to you, not because you wanted to help them or because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, or you could say that like there's no real like answer to Grim. They just kind of exist. As far as we know, the only person that's really looking for answers is Osmond and his crew, which extends to Oobleck, who's the only like researcher that we've ever known in this series. So for them, it's just like, oh, nice, comfy job. I'll go around, save people. I'll get money. So yeah, you could say it's like the degradation of the true huntsman or whatever. Nobody's like fucking Professor Port who's doing it for sport. Everybody's just doing it for the money, which you can see from just the huntsmen that we've been shown that aren't connected to the main plot. Anybody that's not a relative is fucking terrible huntsmen.
They're just not even terrible huntsmen. They're just terrible people.
Yeah, they're just not good people. The Aesop's kind of get an excuse because that's just Dallas culture.
No, they don't.
That's the
Bro,
military.
I've
I
been
have to
giving
follow
the
orders.
Aesop's bars since they fucking appeared. They suck.
I have to follow orders. That's all they know, bro.
You fucking suck.
That's all they know.
Sucks. So the only saving grace Cinder has, actually, it's not even really a saving grace because she starts out by stealing one of the patrons' swords. One of the hotel guest swords, and they're throwing a fit and pretty much berating her I guess new family or the people that took her in. And then I forgot to mention this before, but you can see that there's a huntsman with a ponytail and he's got these two mace-like weapons. He's been watching pretty much everything that's been going on, from her being treated like shit to her being sabotaged by the people she works for, to her being, shocked in public in front of people.
Nobody gives a fuck. They don't care.
So he appears in this literal wine cellar that they have her sleeping in, and he's like, yeah, you can't kill those people, because if you do, you'll be running for the rest of your life. And this is important because, as we've known Cinder, she's literally just been running from place to place to place, looking for Lord knows what. This is also where her quest for power begins, or I guess is like started and fueled, because of the powerlessness, being hungry and nobody looking out for you type deal.
Yeah, having to look out for yourself. Even though it doesn't really work, because even if you do that, you still get fucking shocked for it every single goddamn day.
So this unnamed huntsman, whose semblance seems to be the Colossus effect, except very shitty, he decides he's going to train her because at this point Cinder is 10 years old in the flashback. And he says, all right, I'm going to train you and you're going to go be a huntsman so you can get out of here and, take control of your own life. So you get a neat little montage of them training and her getting better, faster, stronger, stuff like that. And then one day, Cinder's found out because she has been harboring a sword in that damn wine cellar. So her two step siblings expose her to their mother, and it cuts to the huntsman coming in and being like, "Hey, is anyone home?" He hears a loud noise in the back, and as he comes in, the two young girls are dead, and Cinder is choking out. How she's tanking these shocks is beyond me. I guess she's used to it, and that's the whole deal. She's been shocked so much that it's just like, all right, if I wanna ignore this, I will. So she has her I guess, I don't know, adoptive mother, I guess. She has her up by the neck and is choking the life out of her. And you see this lady is holding down this button for dear life. That shit is shocking her and nothing is happening.
That motherfucker fucked up. Sitting here shocking her every day over some small shit.
Every day. Multiple times a day.
Yeah.
The tolerance built up. So she's literally holding her by her neck. And, I forgot what she said. But they tried to make it the coldest line they could. Where it was like, you said I'm nothing without you.
Yeah, I think she said that. She said that exactly. Like, she was just like, you were right, I'm nothing without you. And then she just fucking snapped her shit.
And then she said, I'm everything. It was some, like it was hard And then she said the second part of it, and it's like, wow, it's not hard anymore. It's kind of lame. So because the huntsman, this guy's a the example of a real huntsman, as opposed to everyone else in this universe, he has to do the right thing, and the right thing is bringing Cinder down because she just committed a triple homicide.
Yeah, homicide times 3. It's the same crime, just 3 times. You know what I'm saying?
So a triple homicide. What's wrong with you, man?
Nah, it's a homicide.
No, we
a
did this
homicide,
before. What's wrong with you, man?
and a homicide. It's 3 of them.
Stupid show. So he decides that he's gonna either bring her down or bring her in. We don't exactly know which one he wanted to pick. I assume bring her in was what he wanted, because the fight starts and he's clearly not interested in killing her because, well, he knows why she ended up in this situation and how she ended up in the situation. It was literally just she picked wrong. So before they fight, he opens up by telling her, "You're gonna be running for the rest of your life." And then he unsheaths his dual. Bro, this guy has the worst weapons. These dual maces. This shit is ass. What am I gonna do with 2 mace? Oh, of course, it's a gun too, because that's the whole gimmick. That makes less sense.
I don't know. If he was super swole, I can see how that could do some fucking damage.
I mean, it's a mace. So either way, it's gonna do damage. It doesn't really. You can still cave somebody's head in with a mace, regardless of. The mace itself is heavy. That's the whole point of it. It's a
one-handing that shit. One-handing that shit. You probably
because they look like giant egg beaters. They're like, what?
Yeah.
They didn't even look like maces.
I don't know. Either way, they
giant
fight.
Egg beaters.
And that, honestly, it was okay. It wasn't the best. They've had better fights at this volume. Like, I understand you want them to fight. You want them to fight where they were training to give it like that emotional, symbolic shit. But you have a whole hotel to use because he walked in earlier and nobody was there.
Literally closing time / opening time.
It would have been cooler if they used the entire environment at their disposal to fight. Like, keeping the hotel clean, like, all that shit, and containing it to this one room doesn't help you.
Yeah, because they're gonna cut away anyway.
Not even cut away. Like, they're gonna go in and find the 3 dead bodies. So if it's trash,
4.
It doesn't matter. Oh yeah, 4, and he loses. Spoilers.
It's not even spoilers. He loses in very, very whack fashion. She gets rid of his aura, and then he gets rid of hers. In classic RWBY fashion, everybody has to have no aura by the end of these fights. And because he's an idiot, he dies just like Clover, where he walks up on this girl trying to bring her in. She grabbed his one of his sheath swords. Why this guy was carrying 2 maces and a sword is beyond me, but
you never know.
He grabbed the other sword, or she grabbed the other sword, and then she just double stabbed him in very Clover fashion.
Maybe he was gonna give her the other sword as like a reward. Good job.
Yeah, but I mean, she already stole a sword.
That's true. Well, she only had the one though.
Yeah, she doesn't need 2. What does she need 2 for? You've been training her with 1 this entire time. And, I mean, you did train her to dual wield, but still.
Yeah, they did a little bit of dual training.
Shit.
You're a hater.
Whatever, man.
Next.
Yeah, because it's fucking boring. That's what it is. Next. This shit is ass. It's actually... It's the most misplaced backstory. Because the only reason we get to see this backstory is because her being shocked by this collar is supposed to resonate with the fact that she now has this grim arm, and Salem can literally use it to abuse her.
It's useless. So she went from one abusive relationship to the next. All in search for power. It's a relationship.
She went from slavery to indentured slavery.
Salem has a motherly aura about her.
I mean, she did have kids. She is a mother.
Rest in peace, bozos. Goodbye. Little kids.
I mean, I would assume they died peacefully since they passed on their powers.
No. I don't think it was peaceful at all.
Really? Did we?
I think she.
I don't think she killed them.
I think she blew them up.
Yeah,
she blew them up.
Who knows?
She blew them up. They're dead.
Yo, being able to kill
Not
your own
like
kids is sick. This is a
Salem is a
sick villain we got.
She's a sick lady.
Yeah, and then she's gonna get one tap. It's gonna be the fucking Ozai shit all over again.
Who's gonna one tap her? RWBY?
Of course.
Psych.
She's gonna
Psych.
open her eyes real wide, and then she's just gonna die.
Yeah, right. The show ends here. That's nuts.
I mean, it's obviously not gonna end here because we still have to go to Vacuo. Or maybe we don't have to go to Vacuo, and the entirety of Vacuo comes to Atlas.
That would be a weird tone shift for them to start over again. But we'll see what happens. I don't want to make any prediction now because
I do. I need Cinder dead. That's my prediction.
No, we talked about this. I need Mercury dead.
Oh yeah, I guess we can talk about that. So
we can't even say or locked up anymore because there's not gonna be a fucking
there's no
police
jail.
force after this. There's no jail.
There hasn't been jail before, anyway, so it didn't matter. So after this flashback, let's see what we got here.
Cinder wakes up.
Emerald is in the room because, you know, abusive relationship number fucking 47 in this series. Where Emerald is deeply troubled by the fact that Cinder was, you know, Kamehameha'd to death last episode. And instead, Cinder pushes her away. And then Mercury comes in and it's just like, hey, you know, she's a traitor, right? And you know what happens to traitors, right?
No, actually.
Yeah, nothing happens to traitors in this fucking show. Actually, no, they killed, what's his name? Lionheart?
That got in you in the traitor, he just lost.
Exactly, traitor. They got the relic and left. Therefore, you fucking betrayed me. Therefore, you've been killed.
I mean, I can assume that him saying, you know what happens to traitors, there's like a tangible example is stupid. Because Cinder, technically, no, not even technically. Cinder's just been literally defected. Nah, she didn't defect.
She got iced and sent to the bottom of a cavern and didn't come right back. And she's been acting on her own.
She had to find a way to come right back because they left the fucking castle.
And I can't believe that she went back anyway.
Yeah, that was weird, but
I mean, it's very weird that Cinder would say, "Okay, Emerald, you brought me back here. Why would you bring me back here?" And it's like, "What, nigga? Where else am I gonna take you?"
I guess when she woke up, she was thinking about her dream. It was just like, wow, you know, my old mom was a lot like Salem. I don't want to go back.
And you know, guess where you are.
Slip of the tongue. Emerald knows fucking nothing about that. She's not a fucking mind reader, so she doesn't know. But
I mean,
I think that's good.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was.
That's her semblance evolving.
Yeah, why not? Damn semblance evolution, whatever. That's coming soon, by the way.
Yeah, next.
We've already seen it with Blake.
I don't think her semblances. I think her semblances regressed, if anything.
It's constantly evolving.
She used to have blade beam, remember? I don't know if that was her semblance.
That's not her semblance. That's just something niggas could do.
An application of aura, blade beam.
Okay, so after that, I guess Mercury says that he's now been assigned a new task, and it's the dumbest thing ever. I don't know. Nobody wants to see Mercury anyway.
I don't have to follow you anymore when he hasn't followed her about.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit about it. Bro, Mercury hasn't even been on screen.
No, not 5 volumes. It was 3.
Literally hasn't even been on screen.
Hasn't done anything since he beat the shit out of Yang. Volume 5. Bang. Whoa.
Dumb show. So we cut to Oscar. Oscar has been beaten within an inch of his life. His eyes blacked out, like ridiculously blacked out. Ozpin's talking to him and saying, "Hey, you know you don't have to get beat up for me anymore, bro." And in comes Hazel. Hazel, who has literally no stake in anything anymore, or to begin with. I don't know why Hazel's here. Nobody. That's the problem. These backstories are entirely too fucking late.
Because they have to have everybody here so that you don't ask, "Oh, where is this character?" When it's like this is pretty much their end game, or not the end game, but after this, there's really nothing to threaten them anymore. Atlas is probably their biggest threat, and once they get rid of Atlas, it's over.
Like it's just dumb that. What's the motivation for these characters? The only character that doesn't need a motivation in this group is Tyrion, because he's a serial killer. He doesn't need one. He's literally just the help. He's a hired gun. That's what he's there for. Everyone else, I think, needs actual like backstory as to why the whole backstory on all of these characters can't just be, oh well, Salem is the end of days, so there's no we just joined her because we wanted to be alive at the end of days. You don't just find that out.
We had this discussion off camera, but I essentially said Watts is here literally only to get back at Ironwood. What Watts' plan is after that, who knows? Maybe he wants to, I don't know, maybe he wants a seat at the table after. But I think his primary motivation is just, I want back at Ironwood and I want back at Atlas. Fuck them. Mercury is I don't know. Emerald and Mercury. They're just following Salem. They're following Cinder at this point. Mercury is off to, prove himself because I guess he has a fucking inferiority complex.
I don't even know why Mercury joined Salem, or not Salem. Mercury joined Cinder. What was his reasoning? Did he give one?
Cinder wanted an assassin,
and he comes from a family of assassins.
Yeah, she was looking for her dad at first, and then Mercury was like, "Well, I murked that nigga with no semblance." So, and she's like, "All right,
I guess I'll take you because you managed to kill it." Semblances suck. They suck. The way they're explained sucks. The what some of them are suck. The way they're used sucks. Because Cinder Semblance never gets used. To go back to that fight. To go back to that. I'm talking about to go back to that fight with the fucking. To what's his name? She didn't even need it. She literally just beat him hand to hand. She used her semblance one time, and that was to burn up his neck, even though he's supposed to be invulnerable. That's his whole thing. He's got the whole Kevin Levin superpower where he just turns into metal. And because she used this melting lava power on him, he just folds. I guess that would make sense, but still, no. Who gives a shit? Yeah, I don't know. So we're back in the throne room. It's time for everybody to be in trouble. Oh wait, no. Hazel walked in, and Ozpin switched with Oscar and had a conversation with him. He got punched in his face, and Salem just happens to walk in right as Ozpin comes back. So they're in the throne room, and we get this really cool scene of her sitting there with Hood laying right next to her. Hood is great, by the way. He doesn't speak much, or at all, actually.
Yeah, he didn't need to.
But he's just great. His presence is amazing. Because you know he's different from all the other ones. Because he's bigger than all the other ones. He's stronger than all the other ones. And he just, I don't know, there's something about him. He has an aura about him.
I think it's the fact that he won. And if he does pull up on the heroes, it's gonna be a fight. It's not just gonna be like a one-off. The only person who's really won against anybody like fair and square is probably fucking Tyrion. And we had this discussion last time, but Tyrion's the only one that's won.
Tyrion, the only one that got W's. The only reason he lost was because they jumped my man's.
Oh, not jump. It was last volume, but I was talking about volume 4, like against like RWBY and them. He's the only one that's flat out won and what he was set out to do. All right, Salem told me I need to go get fucking Ozpin and bring him back. All right, I'm gonna go get him and bring him back. They almost had him, but I'm going right off the fucking cliff later. So unless you can fly, don't fucking follow me. And I think him not talking adds to his character. Funny enough. I don't need to explain shit. I don't need a reason to do any of the bad shit I'm doing. I'm literally just
his reasoning is literally because he just likes killing shit. And that's all he needs.
Not even that. All right, I was talking about Hood right there, but yeah, Tyrion right. Too. Hood is just he's a Grimm, so he's gonna do bad shit, obviously. He's good. I like him. I feel like they should have put that. He probably should have been in the show earlier too, but
definitely
for the way that they're using him, it's good.
I think that he needs, if anything, if you do have him speak more, he needs a humanoid form.
He's probably gonna use that fucking what's that nigga's name from Eunice, the Merkava.
Yeah, probably gonna use that. He could use that. He did use it for a bit when he gripped up Oscar. He was using it.
It sounds like it's something that he actively has to like transform to do. Because when he did it the first time, like
He
you
had to
hear the
make
fuck
vocal cords and
yeah,
whatnot.
breaking up the bones inside his neck to just utter that shit. Fucking nasty.
Raspy ass, no. Anyway, we're back in the third, and it's funny enough because Hazel has Oscar lined up with him, Tyrion, Cinder, and Mercury, and then off to the side is Neo and Emerald. I don't know if that's supposed to mean something or no. I don't know if it's like technically they're not really combat types, or maybe it's just because these are her generals, and then Oscar is just there because, well, what are they gonna do? Leave him in the pen?
I
Because
guess she wanted to.
Salem asked for him to be there because she had something to show
Yeah,
him, and this leads
she wanted to show
into the
him the
end.
fucking. Yeah, she wanted to show him everything that was happening. Personally, bum ass nigga.
Then we cut away from Monstro and the Salem Corpse, and we go to my least favorite group of people in this fucking show currently.
Let's go.
We go to dog shit ass Aesop's, led by one Winter Schnee, like I told Tux.
You don't need to keep rubbing in him, bro.
I do, because this is amazing, and this is exactly what I wanted.
Winter Aesop, let's
They
go.
really didn't have to kill Clover for this. I want you to know. They could have just not made Clover. Clover didn't have to exist. Winter could have just been the leader of the Aesops.
I need something for Crow to do. I can't have him with the heroes anymore because he's too strong.
Clearly not, because everybody's stronger than him. So the Aesops are flying around looking for Penny, and they pick up a distress signal, and to the surprise of no one, it's Yang's group, and they're on the one bike. They managed to fix it. They managed to start moving because they need to tell everybody about this Sea of Grim. And then the conversation is cut short when rumblings happen, and the sea the sea comes alive because it's grim, and it starts attacking the I guess I don't know what it is, like the hollow shield or whatever it is,
The hard light.
The hard light shield. It's attacking the foundation. It's not just mindlessly attacking the barrier. It's literally going for the foundation. It's digging in the ground. It's controlled for the most part, which leads me to believe that the entire thing is it's one entity that splits into smaller entities, or I guess you can whatchamacallit. I guess you could say it's the other way around, where it's a bunch of small entities controlled by Salem that make up this big river.
Godlike.
And somehow, some way, I want to say it's through Watts. This is being broadcast to the entirety of Mantle and Atlas.
That's a question I had too when we were watching. How the fuck are they, or why are they broadcasting this?
I don't think you have a choice.
If I see that the Grim is actively taking down our hard lights, and this fucking whale crash landed onto all of our crops, I'm losing my shit. It's not gonna do much because the Grim are already attacking. But if there were some Grim that weren't focused on Atlas, then they're definitely focused now because man, we're about to fucking die.
Because when it pans to the military, and you see Ironwood, when it pans to the military and you see Ironwood's face, he has no idea what's going on. He realizes very quickly that she's coming. That the one fear that he had is coming true, and everything's coming down.
Nothing is enough. They're not making it out of this. Nothing is enough.
Well, yeah, this whole thing is
now I'm thinking like, all right, now Team RWBY knows because RWBY's watching the shit.
Yeah, RWBY and Weiss are watching it.
Now I know everybody. RWBY's going to, she's going to take up the call to action. I'm assuming Blake and probably May are going, but Nora is still unconscious.
What is Weiss staying with Nora and enter Whitley?
Not even enter. Like say Nora wakes up and Nora's like, all right, I'm ready to go. I'm getting out there, whether you tell me to or not. Weiss is going back for her family, right?
No.
Are they going? No, because I'm pretty sure Willow's there too.
Yeah, so what? She don't give a fuck about them, remember? Fuck my mom, fuck my dad.
Yeah, but the Grim right here, you gotta. Do you think All right, now say Weiss is like, we need to leave.
You were talking crazy about her family. That's your character, so explain it.
No. All right, I'm gonna explain this more in a different video. But Weiss is not at fault for leaving Whitley initially when Weiss went to Beacon. She's not
Yes,
at
she is.
fault for that. It's what am I supposed to do? Stay here and suffer too?
Yes.
No,
Take me with you.
you can't fight.
That's
And
not
as
true.
far
I can be a hunter without a semblance. It's not fucking my hero, nigga. Give me that. This is literally not my hero. I can do this job without a semblance.
All right, so then why didn't he leave?
Bro, I don't know.
Exactly. So,
and they won't tell me why he didn't leave. They literally refuse to tell me. They refuse to give me actual backstory on these characters.
So we're probably gonna get the emotional climax of this building Schnee arc next volume or the volume after. Whenever Weiss decides to tell them we need to fucking leave because the Grimm are on the way, then they're probably gonna be like, where the fuck are we gonna go? There's nowhere to hide. Might as well let me stay in my shitty ass house and then die here. Or Willow's probably gonna be like, I need to die here because this is my fucking grandfather. This is my shit. This was never his shit. This is my shit.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Or something like that. I hope that's the route they take. Either way, I have something along the lines of that is going to happen because the writers have been good at. They've done a good job with this volume. Hopefully, they keep it up. Hopefully, they fucking reverse the decision they made last volume to where Weiss didn't blow up on fucking Jacques. I thought that was a big miss in their on their part that they wrote it off as a joke instead of like a yeah nigga I'm finally getting mine.
I can't believe this.
Everybody's watching, and you know, John and them saw it happen in real time. Cause what was it? The Aesop's touchdown, and they're squabbling. Where the fuck Penny at? And John is like, bro, are you nuts? This fucking muck is just gonna kill everybody. And then they watched it kill everybody. Well, not kill everybody. They watched it attack the home front.
Hey, man.
Now, when I saw them touch down, and I saw, you know, Jean and them pull up, I thought this was it. I thought Ren is saying goodbye.
I mean,
gonna shake everybody's hand.
We're not even getting that storyline. That storyline is over.
No, I think it's happening. I think it's still happening. He's gonna shake Yang's hand. Later, Yang, it was really nice working with you. Jean, it's been a good couple of years, but I found my true calling. Under Ironwood's wing. Later, guys. But yeah, you're right. It's probably not gonna happen anymore. It's probably just
no. They've backed out already. Because if they didn't, they would have either did it now. They would have did it before. Ren wouldn't even have been with them. The climax of Volume 7 would have been Ren being like, "I'm staying with the Aesops."
Actually, he might still get that chance. Because the smart thing to do is, you know, the Aesops are everybody climbs in the fucking ship and then jets off at lightning speed to Atlas. But knowing Winter and them, it's probably gonna be like, we still need to find Penny because the only way that we can escape this is by fucking taking the damn spear and fucking thrusting Atlas into the goddamn stratosphere. Mesosphere a word? I don't think it's a word.
I don't know. We have to go look that up.
I know it is a word. Mesosphere is above. Yeah, definitely. Oh, hell yeah. Taking that shit into the mesosphere, motherfucker.
How did you even know
we're going past the stratosphere. I'm a nerd. Come on.
He's a nerd for all the wrong things. And he refuses to Google shit, by the way. Every fucking show we do, these niggas ask questions like they're not sitting in front of their computers. I don't understand.
All right, well, no, I don't want to pause the show and look it up because, you know,
yeah, it's not like we're gonna stop talking.
It ruins the pacing that the director set up for the fucking thing. But come on.
Anyway, fuck them niggas.
No,
that's not gonna be the end of this episode. Fuck these niggas.
Everybody's at least John and them, and by John and them I mean John and Yang are be like, we have to go help Atlas. We have to stop the river. But the Aesops and Ren are probably gonna be like, that's not our problem.
Yeah, we take the fucking and say jail time. Like, enough.
And they're not even gonna fight them. They're just gonna walk past them. We're gonna keep looking for Penny. And then Yang and John, are you guys serious? Ren's like, are you guys serious? We're out of here. And that's gonna be it. Ren's gonna blow up on them again because I feel like he's still bottling up the rest of his emotions, even though he blew up 3 episodes ago. You might as well just get that shit out of the way now and then call it an arc.
It's fucking
Because now
stupid.
he's
Is what
with
it
them.
is.
It makes sense though. They're not ready. They've never been ready. Although I think they've been ready for it. I think they're more than ready. I think Ren is tripping. Now that we've seen the caliber of huntsman that's on display here, they've been ready. If anything, he has a problem with their decision making than their huntsman ability.
Yeah, that's
And,
literally it.
and it's only been so like this chapter. Or not this chapter, this volume. This volume and like towards the end of last volume. 4, 5, and 6, they've done what they were supposed to.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
It's
Like,
interesting to say the least.
I mean, I guess. Fuck this shit up. Next week will definitely be interesting.
Oh yeah, next week is a fucking. I think is that the last one before the time skip.
You know, you brought that to my attention. I had no idea that they were mid-season breaking.
Well, the next week after that is fucking day after Christmas. So yeah, I'm assuming that it's next week is a time skip.
Yeah, they have to finish the fucking show as we found out last week. Because they clearly should have finished the show to begin with. Like, don't get me wrong.
Well, they probably had to get used to working from home.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you're writing out a script, I feel like that, COVID or not, that one is a lot easier to keep up.
Oh, that's probably always been done because they were talking about writing volume 9, or at least like they finished maybe probably the outline of volume 9. So that's probably done. What they probably need to take a break for is to, do the little bit of cleanup that's left, like animation cleanup, audio mixing cleanup, effects
Shit.
cleanup, shit like that. The pretty stuff.
Anyway, that's all for this week. Want to thank you all for watching. You already know, hit the subscribe button down below, click the bell to be notified for any and all videos that we put out. You can follow us on Twitter at PletmanJones and at TuxEaterall_. It's 1 underscore, right?
No underscores.
He's lying.
Huh?
He's fucking lying. There's definitely underscore. Oh no, that's your Twitch, isn't it?
That's my Twitch has an underscore. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow, yeah, it's no underscore. Anyway, follow us on there. You already know. Keep up with us, interact. If you like this video, even if you don't like this video, if you think we're dumb as hell, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let us know what we could do better. Let us know what we could do different, and even give suggestions as to what shows that are airing weekly that we could put on Real Rap Mini. Till next week. Have a nice night. Have a nice day. Godspeed.